time it works. All right. Let's see. Now we can fix this. Oh well, I tried everything I could. It did not work. All right, where do I start? Hi everybody. Let's see, change it a little bit because it's kind of hot outside. Hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing? How's your day going? Happy Friday. I don't know how to get this started, but this live stream is very important, and as an African living in the diaspora, I feel as though a lot of us who do not pay attention to politics, I think this moment and what's going on in the world right now, it is very interesting, and we all should be concerned, and we should all pay attention to help us better make decisions or even financial decisions moving forward. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mervell. The reason why I'm doing this live stream because I can't help but think about the impacts and how this whole thing benefits or put us in a disadvantaged position as African living in diaspora. The world in the Middle East, it is not just any kind of war, right? A lot of people are looking at this, they don't see the impacts, they don't see the importance of this world. This means a lot of things for Africans in the diaspora. A lot of us come here, we do not pay attention to what the politics of Western countries, so we just get jobs and that's it. We don't care about what's going on around us as long as we get that paycheck. Well, you may want to pay close attention to what is happening in the Middle East. For some of you who do not understand geopolitics, not that I'm an expert, but based on the little bit of the knowledge I have acquired over the course of many years, it's put me in a better position to understand the reasons behind this war. So first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. No country ever picks up arms, go on war against another country if there wasn't something prior that has happened, whether it is taking their land back or it is going after the natural resources, which in this case seems to be one of the very reasons why America is going and Israel, they are attacking Iran. But it's not only about the resources though, it's about the control. They want Israel to be the supremacist, like the biggest Western colony in the Middle East. They do not want to have competition. They want to have control over every country in the Middle East. They want to be the superior. They want to be the top dog. Iran would not let that happen under their watch. They have been preparing for this war for so many years. And I like to tell people this. For some of us who still believe the mighty military power that America has, those are conversations that we can leave in the past, because Iran have shown us so far that they have the military capability to counterattack U.S. offense or Israel or any country out there. They're sending a clear message. Now they have the wild cards. They know how to play well. They're shutting down the Strait of Hormuz, which is the corridor where, I don't know, plus 20% of the world energy goes through them, and they are in control of it. They said no American or Israeli ship or vessels is allowed through the Strait of Hormuz. What they're doing now to the world economy, it is not only to send a message, to also say that, listen, you can mess with a lot of country, but you're not going to mess with us, because we have the power to shut down the world economy and send prices through the roof with the leverage we have. Believe it or not, they do. The only way out of this war, which is the most dangerous one from what it's already looking like, is that if America dropped nukes on Iran, which is nothing that nobody ever wants. I don't think even America themselves, they want that. But we know with this Western power, because they are thirsty for supremacy, they could very well do just that. I don't see how possible it will be to invade Iran with what they have shown us that they are capable to do so far. So now, this brings me to my next point, where I wanted to discuss the financial aspect of it. You know, a lot of us Africans living in the diaspora, we move to countries who are financially stable. Let's just put it like that, right? Who at least we think are financially stable. They provide jobs, they provide tons of employment opportunities that are actually driving the African youth away from the continent, getting visa to come work in these countries. Well. Their currencies are the most powerful, and they go far in third world countries. They go far in Africa, it go far in Asia, it go far in a lot of places. But that is coming to an end. Whatever dollar amount you may have in your bank account, for some of us Africans living in the US, after this war, that dollar may not have the same value that it does have today. And it is important to understand one thing, is that United States, a US dollar has been the world reserve currency since the 70s, after America struck a deal with Saudi Arabia to say that every country who wants to deal petrol, wants to buy gas or oil, they will have to convert their currency to US dollar, which increased the US demand, the US dollar's demand. Now every country, they hold US bonds. That way, if they want to trade in oil, they have to switch, they have to change the currency to US dollar, continuing to further give the United States dollars more power. Now, this is very important, as it's going to show how much we could all be impacted as Africans here moving forward. You know, in my YouTube videos, I always advocate for African youth to go back to their motherland, start businesses, build homes, and move back to the continent eventually. We have the luxury to do that because these countries we live in, their dollar are one of the most powerful in the world. When you convert the US currency, for instance, to like a local African currency, it has more value. It's got the upper end. More now, the way things are moving with this war, it could mean the change in leadership because America has been the world hegemon for so many decades, right? For 80 plus years, I believe. Well, actually, since the end of World War II, basically, after World War II in the 40s, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is important because you can see um, the war being fought, it is pretty much conquest. Who's the biggest? So Iran understands that these Western elites or Western powers, they are about business. They want money more than anything. They will kill for money. They will kill to maintain their superiority. They will kill to maintain their supremacy. They will kill to maintain their position as the world hegemon. But the way things are going, it's looking more like America by the end of this war, depending on how it ends, may no longer be the singular world hegemon. We know the alliance with BRICS country, which includes Russia, China, Iran, South Africa. There are multiple countries joining the BRICS alliance now. So the goal here it is to find different alternative to US dollar because it's been a number of years America has been weaponizing the US dollar because when countries do not agree with America ways, America tends to sanction those countries to subdue them to compliance. But it's worked for so many years. But because America has shown the repetitive patterns of sanctioning multiple countries, now countries have now become more cautious in the way they deal with America. So countries now are creating alliances to figure out ways to trade using their local currency without having to go through the US dollar, which has dramatically decreased the demand for US dollar. There are certain countries who are now accepting, including Saudi Arabia, by the way, who are considering to accept like a Chinese currency and other currency to trade oil. Now, that privilege that America had for so many years are finally starting to go away. By attacking a country like Iran, America understand how important, and Israel understand how important Iran is to the BRIC alliance and how devastating, if successful, it could be to America's dollar. America, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'll be in there in a minute. All right, thank you. My apologies. I came, to this African supermarket to get some African food. You know how we do it. But because I'm with you guys, I want to make sure that we have this conversation, or put one in the chat if you would allow me at least 5 to 10 minutes to go in and out, grab it, whatever it is that I need to grab, and I'll be right back with you. If not, we can have this and end it, but I will have to shorten it out so that I can do what I gotta do. But this live stream is not supposed to be shortened down. This is what I'm gonna do. You know what? I'm gonna walk into the store with you guys. Just hang tight with me. Um, I don't need many things. I only need a 50-pound bag of rice and maybe 2 bags of vegetables. That's probably all I need. And then we'll continue to have this conversation. Hello, brother. How you doing?
Good, bro. How are you?
Not so bad.
How
Hey,
you
little
doing?
one. I've been all right.
How's life going?
Life is going. It's going. Yeah. I am. You have rice, right? Yeah. I'm getting. Yeah, jasmine. So I'm getting this. How much is the bag? The bag
Semolina,
of semolina?
46.
It's $46. All right, so for now, I'm getting rice. Oh, you have pondu, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah, I'll get cassava leaves. Yeah. Let me. How much is How much is one?
Yeah, for now I'll give you it's 820 something.
It's
But when you leave it's gonna be 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I forgot to put the price
You
yesterday.
both forgot to put a price. Okay, that's fine.
Things man, things are going like
Things are, yeah.
crazy,
The
man.
prices are yeah, increasing
Even
very.
Safu. I
Yeah.
usually buy like a box $100, now
We
it's
doing, man,
120.
a lot going on in the world now. So I need 4 bags of pondu. I'll get the jasmine rice. Um, Let me get.
The bigger one, the Pondo.
Oh yes, I'll get 4 of them. And I'll get some plum nuts too. Maybe 1, 2, just 3 for now. And 3 of these. That's it.
Alright. One jasmine, 4 cassava,
Mm.
Ghana palm fresh,
Mm-hmm.
3, and those 2.
That's $180. Man. African food is expensive, man, because it's imported. So and it's healthy. So
This guy changed the tariff, man.
that's why I don't complain when I'm spending a lot on groceries because we
The
get
tariff is
better
high, man.
quality. And that's why every time I go back home, I make sure I eat everything I miss out on while living here. Because I know when I come back, I may not have the chance to eat those meals anymore.
Yeah.
So, you know what? I may want to pull up here to. I might want to like double park real quick and then just put my
Yeah,
stuff
by the
because my
time
car, my car is like all the way back there.
You're fine, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
How's the kid, man?
Yeah, doing well, doing good.
Frank, give me a minute, buddy. Uh, 108.
All right.
Let's check it out. How do you handle it? It's not. What do you want?
All right. So I'll just come back to pick up the rice.
So jasmine rice, cassava leaves, Ghana fresh, cream, and Titus. Come on.
My apologies, fellas. You know, today I was on my way to work actually, believe it or not. It's like halfway through, I called out because I didn't feel like going to work anymore. I mean, I listen to my intuition and I listen to the voice in the back of my mind. You know, when something is wrong, it's probably wrong. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right, have a good one. All right. All right. Thanks. Well, we are back in business. So, guys, bear with me. I'm gonna be driving. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for not going anywhere. I really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. All right. I couldn't do this without you guys, without your supports. Thank you so much. I'm very, very, very thankful to have you guys as subscribers because you just proved that you rock with me. All right. So let me try to get out of this parking spot, and then we'll continue to have our conversation. All right. So, as I was saying, this war is going to shape a lot of things. It's going to change the way the world works. For a number of years, a number of decades, America has been the singular world hegemon. They made decisions single-handedly. They went to war with countries without congressional approval. They went to war without respecting the UN votes or decisions. People voted against Iraq war, but America bombed Iraq anyway. People voted against Afghanistan war. America bombed Afghanistan anyways. So, and we've seen America's, the deceiving countries every chance they get. You can never really trust these Western powers. They only operate on interest basis pretty much. And states don't have friends. States only operate based on the benefits or interest that they are getting from their counterparts. So if you think one country is helping you, you're probably wrong. A country will never help you unless they are getting something out of it. Like the Congo America deal with all of this Rwanda instability in eastern region of Congo. America is sanctioning Rwandan military commanders or military personnel. Yeah, it is a good thing for Congolese people, but do they really, really, truly want peace in the east of Congo? That is a question mark. And by signing these deals, American investors are already coming in to make their money. Well, maybe they have interest in stabilizing the eastern region because they are now investing there. Knowing how American business operates, they would never invest anywhere where there is instability. So now, using that example, I'm going to take us back to Iran war. That's why Iran understands that when Iran was attacked, the first day of the war, why was Iran responsive? You guys remember or are following this closely, Iran went and attacked every military asset of America in the region, like Gulf countries, right? Like the GCC nations. He attacked all of the U.S. military bases in those regions. That was a clear message that we're not going to allow our neighbors to give permission to the U.S. to use their air to attack us. Before it gets to that, we will have to attack them first and dismantle their military capability in the region to protect ourselves and, give ourselves the upper hand we need so we can remain in advantage of this war. And that plan seems to be incredibly successful. When you're talking about one of the most powerful military powerhouses in the world, America and Israel, both combined, they are causing a lot of damages. But now the response has been overwhelmingly astonishing. And a lot of people now are starting to question. Even the mainstream media now are lying about what is actually going on the ground in Iran. They are reporting bogus things. They are making the U.S. military or the U.S. military operations, as they're calling it in Iran, to appear a lot more superior than it actually is. They're not talking about the hit that they have received. They're not talking about how negative, how like unsuccessful this war is going. The goal was you know, which we call it. The goal was regime change. After killing the supreme leader of Iran, if you look at it in Islamic world, that man is an equivalent to Pope for Christians and Catholics. Let that sink in. Imagine if you assassinate the Pope now. Do you know what will happen to you? So Iran has, trust me, they are more powerful militarily than a lot of people thought. They are showing that you cannot bully us. You cannot force us into compliance by force, because we have the same kind of force to respond and cause damage to make you reconsider your decisions. If you're listening to their speeches now, their speeches are changing. And Iran turned down all of the negotiations, saying that every single time we negotiate, you attack us. This has happened like 2, maybe 3 times. This time they say there is no more negotiation, there is no more peace talk. So you kill the very same individual who did not believe in the acquisition of nuclear weapons, stating that, you know, nuclear weapons are unholy. So you kill the very same person who guaranteed that nuclear weapons were not going to be obtained. Now he's replaced by his son, who's not only mourning his father, his mother, his wife, and children. Do you really think this person will be nicer to America? Come on. They thought this was going to go the way it went in Venezuela. They went to Venezuela, kidnapped the Venezuelan president, brought him back to New York to court. They thought it was going to be the same playbook in Iran. But when they tasted the water in Iran, surprisingly, the response was very shocking. And it is still shocking the entire world. Now, what do you think Iran is going to do? They just accelerated Iran's ability or willingness now to acquire nuclear weapons, because countries America cannot invade. It's Russia, China, North Korea, Pakistan, certain European countries like France, the UK, all of these countries that possess nuclear weapons, including Pakistan. Why? Because they have nuclear weapons. America won't fuck with you, excuse my language, if you have nuclear weapons. So, the studies have shown that countries with nuclear capabilities are guaranteed to never being invaded. Never being invaded. America will never invade Pakistan because they know Pakistan will drop nukes in America. So that right there is saying that, okay, this is the last card we have. We bomb them to the teeth and go in there, pretty much destroy the society. Create an environment where civilians have to rise up against their own government. It's not going to go like that. So saying all of this, plays a huge and a major role to us Africans living in the diaspora, to more specifically in America. The US dollar, not only it's already in decline, but now it's only going to be accelerated, because now we are witnessing a new era that is pretty much starting amid this Iran war, because Iran is making America bleed. It's making America suffer. It is hurting America where it hurts the most by going after American investments, going after what they care the most about, business. It's bombing all of the because it's not doing it intentionally. It's only doing it in response. Remember, Iran, the largest gas factory in the world is in Iran, was just bombed by Israel. In response, Iran bombed 3 of American oil investments in Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, I believe either Qatar or UAE. So now they are seeing that America has abandoned them. America, signed deals with this country to guarantee their security, but it's always been about Israel. So they seeing now they are being attacked, but America is incapable to protecting them. Instead, they are moving most of the military equipment to Israel to protect Israel, whereas the closest nations to Iran are left vulnerable, and they are being hit pretty hard. Iran is not going after civilians. It goes after civilian infrastructures only if America and Israel go after theirs, which I believe, in my opinion, it is fair. You bomb my oil field, I'll bomb yours. You bomb my gas field, I'll bomb yours. So they're showing them that we have the targets. We know the locations of every single one of these factories that y'all care so much about, and we're going to bomb the hell out of them. So now, Iran having control of the Strait of Hormuz, they now considering to charge a tax, and there is a toll fee now that oil tankers must pay to go through. I heard some speculations, they're talking about like $2 million per ship, which is incredibly a lot of money. And now American governments under Trump, they're scratching their heads, not knowing what to do. But there is something you can do. You can just say, stop this war. But the problem with that is, knowing how arrogant these countries are, they want everybody to think that they are big, they're superior, right? They will not let go and accept defeat. Because if America does accept defeat in Iran, it will mean that countries who have signed military contracts or military, deals with America, they will not take America seriously anymore. What they will do instead, they will look at other possibilities, whether it is even Iran themselves or, Russia, China, and other weapon manufacturers out there, but American contractors. Because if you are unable to take down Iran, that is very clear you can never mess around with China. And if your weapon systems are not effective enough to protect us from these type of assaults coming from Iran, what's the point of ever trusting you to protect anybody? So this is very important for America as it is for Iran. Iran, in their eyes, they're fighting for their existence. This army is one of the most resilient in the world, and they're not going to let it happen. And by the end of this war, when Iran wins, because they will, America, hegemony will come to an end. And countries like Russia, China, they will emerge. and America will be forced to accept multiple polarity. Or if they are too pride to allow other nations to lead the world, they will just have to stick with Western, countries to do business with, and they will be cut off from the rest of the world. And we can say goodbye to global economy and all that other bull stuff, all that other bull crap that have made these lunatics mega billionaires, even trillionaires, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, African diasporans in this role, we are very, very important. And this is this is the critical moments that we all have to pay attention to. This could mean a lot of good things for the continent, because many countries are dependent on the US dollar. A lot of countries' decisions are based on the fear of being sanctioned by America if their decision does not please Washington. If country can freely define their destiny without worrying about being sanctioned or their economy being put to knees because America or Washington is pissed off, that would mean if Africa gets now the opportunity to reunite, to do business with one another, get rid of all the borders, and promote business within the continent, and deal with partners or even Western partners who are coming into the continent with good intentions, understanding like equality, not that one is superior, the other one is inferior. So by that time, the population of African countries, now we will have to force our leaders to do the right thing. So giving us more chance decides to go away. Okay, we are back. It looks like I lost you out there for a minute. So guys, now you are seeing the way things are going. We see with ICE, we see with so many immigration laws being enacted to make sure that illegal immigrants, or immigrants for that matter, to ever coming into America. Look at how many countries are on America a visa ban list. There are people who are in the process of acquiring their visa to come to America. So now this should be a lesson to a lot of African countries to do better, so our African brothers and sisters don't feel the need to apply for a visa and go look for opportunities elsewhere. We have doctors, we have engineers who went to school in these countries. They can, bring those skills back and build better things in Africa. But because the leadership is so poor, it's not in favor of local people. That's why people leave in the first place. They go places where their skills will be much more appreciated. So as Africans, if we look at each other in the eyes and decide what we want to do with our future, all these things will go away. Invest, because you never know when you will get the chance again. America, by the end of this world, they will not have the same influence on a global scale as they did before. They still will have some level of influence, but it will not be to the extreme that it has for the past couple of years. So it is something very important. So now the moment you see that things are not the same in America, maybe the money you were making is no longer doesn't have the same value it had. So now what will be the next plan? To move to China? No. The goal is always to fix your bed, because that's where you go home to. Meaning the goal is to fix our motherland. The goal is to invest back home. Because everything that is happening now, it is a wake-up call. You see, Iran is fighting for their destiny. They're fighting so hard. They're making sure that no one else is ever screwed. They want us to live in a free world. We will never live in a free world as long as these Western powers who believe the world belongs to them, they can go anywhere and do whatever they want, are still in a position of power. I don't have anything against them, but their governments, that's how they view the world, as their property, where they can plant, harvest, do anything they want with impunity. Those days are slowly going away. And as Africans, this is also our chance to show that we have a voice, we have a place. We can take advantage of the events that are happening to define our destiny as well. Because no African ever wants to move out of the continent, but we are forced to do so because of the corruption, because of how our government, our African government treat us, and how they don't care about creating opportunities for youth so that these same youth don't have to go or have to leave the continent. So guys, at the end of the day, you'll only feel better at home. And I'm going to leave you, I'm going to end this live stream with this. There is nothing better than home. No matter where you are, how much money you make, whatever you do, you will never feel at ease anywhere in the world but where you came from. Trust me. Trust me. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you guys intervening. We are very, very grown. We adults. YouTube has an engine to, block, offending comments, which seems like someone was trying to say something that YouTube was not going to let me see, which is a good thing. You can call me ignorant, you can call me crackhead. That's fine. Maybe, just maybe, socially speaking, maybe I'm in a much better social status than you are. I'm just gonna put that out there. So you can mess with people you mess with, but you ain't gonna mess with me. I don't beg for no money from anybody. I don't beg nobody to do anything for me. I'm able to do a lot of things. If you believe I'm ignorant, the comment section is wide open. Let me know, what am I ignorant about? What do you know about what is going on? And tell me so we can have a debate, so we can have a discussion. You can just not attack me, insult me, call me all types of names without having an argument. That is cowardness. That shows you a coward. You are unable to voice your opinion. Put that on paper. Write, send it. We'll have a discussion about that. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. You don't have to agree with me. I'm speaking out my mind based on the analysis that I'm doing. And if you're not rocking with it, that's cool. We can have a conversation. But I would not allow anybody to punk me on my own YouTube channel. If you have a different opinion, feel free to sit in front of a camera, record a video, and post on social media. Post on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever the hell. But here, it's my platform. I get to talk about whatever it is that I'm talking about. And if you're not African and this does not concern you, but you can piss off. The Africans who are more interested in what I have to say to see the value they're getting and get to make decisions moving forward. I'm only looking out for my brothers and sisters. If you're not one of them, I'm sorry. And if Africa interests you and you would like to visit one time, maybe this is the place for you. But I'm not gonna take no shit from nobody. You see what I'm saying? I ain't no punk, whether online or in real life. So if you think you're a man and you know where to find me, I'm in Spencerville, you can pull up on me and we have a face-to-face conversation. I ain't no bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all need to really watch what y'all be talking about sometimes. A lot of people have like the easy access on the keyboard to type whatever, but in real life, they won't really have the mouth to say that in front of you. I dare you, see me in person in real life, you're not going to have the balls to say whatever coming out of your mouth, I promise you. So I just have to get that out of get that off my chest to feel better. I mean, I'm going to enjoy my day today. I didn't go to work. I'm just going to lounge around the house and chill. All right. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to hit that like button, share this live stream with a friend, and if you got some values, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Until the next one, my brothers and sisters, I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your day.